Brushflies, welcome back to my channel Brushfly MUA. Hi, if you're new here, my name's Mercedes. I am the face behind Brushfly MUA, and if you are new, why not hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because why not? We all love makeup and we all love to party with the makeup, right? And if you're not new here but you've been here before, you must like it here, so subscribe as well and make sure you hit the notification bell. It's just, you know, helps me, helps you, helps me, helps you. So as you could see from my little cup of tea, coffee moment, I have the Friends Times Revolution Light to Medium Face Palette thing to use. Can you even call that a palette? I mean, it's super mega chunky, super mega cute. Oh my god, the handle just slapped me around the face. I'm so excited to use this. So if you have watched my January makeup haul, you will know that I bought a whole load of Friends makeup to try. I have the other palette over there that I need to test out. I have all the lip glosses I need to test out. I have the Phoebe palette, the Rachel palette. Oh my god, so much Friends makeup. But this one is one that I'm so excited to try because it's in the shape of a coffee cup, you know. What's there not to be excited about? Oh, and just a quick thing, if you hear any random banging or drilling or anything, my neighbours are having carpet fitted. Yeah, right now. And I don't even know how they're having it fitted because, you know, COVID, lockdown 3.0. Anyway, let's get to the makeup. So this is the light to medium palette. You have 9 gorgeous shades in there, and I'm so excited to try it. And you get a really nice decent sized mirror. I will say the palette is quite chunky. So I think holding it for a long time to do your makeup is probably going to be a little bit awkward, but I do like the whole handle, although holding it by the handle, you know, I'm scared I'm going to break the spine, and the handle to hold it is in my right hand and I'm right-handed, so doing my makeup I'm going to have to hold it with my left hand and hold it like that. So, but you know, that is a meager thing to moan about because most normal people are not going to do their makeup in front of a camera. They're going to have it on their makeup table or sit on the bed and do it, so they're going to put this on their lap or on the table and apply so you can actually hold it or put it down properly. That's just my issue. The mirror is a really nice size and I'm so excited to try these shades. The only thing that I might also gripe about is there's no blush. So this is called a face palette and it's got contour shades, bronzer shades and highlighter shades, but for me a face palette is highlighter, blusher and bronzer. That is the only downside because it means, you know, if you're going anywhere and you want to take this baby with you, you've got to take blush as well. But, you know, that's not really a big downside. It's just me being picky. But yeah, if I could change anything, I would put some blushes in here because it's meant to be like a light to medium palette, you know, for skin tone. So, you know, you've got your light, your medium, your dark. You still could have put a blush in there, maybe make the pans a bit smaller to have the blush in, or take out some of the bronzery contoury shades. But then again, if you start taking out the bronzy contoury shades, there's going to be people that then can't use this palette because it hasn't got the right shade. So, you know, that's just me picking holes. But actually, I think the spectrum of shades they have in there are actually really nice. They're really useful, and I think a wide range of skin tones could use this. But they also do the darker palette for medium to deep skin tones, so you know, there's a good range. So why not swatch them now so we can see what they actually look like, and I can decide which ones I'm going to put on my face, because not only am I going to put them on my face as like highlighter and bronzer, I'm going to use them as eyeshadow because, as you can tell, I have no eye makeup on today. And I actually really like using face palettes as eyeshadow palettes because if I'm going away somewhere on holiday or to an event, I will more than likely just want to take a few really nice items that I know I'm going to wear And if this is one of them, you know, you can get away with bronzing your face, highlighting it, and then using it as an eyeshadow. Get my gist? Yeah, you do. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've swatched them all. This bit here looks really bare because the shades are so close to my skin tone. I could probably actually get away with using them as a face powder. I wonder actually whether that is meant to be their use. I probably should have looked that up before, but I didn't. But yeah, that one I think I could get away with using as a bronzer. That one definitely like a face powder. I get why they say to contour now. Yeah. The highlight shades, oh my god, are gorgeous. This one is super light, but is beautiful. These two I think I would love as eyeshadow shades, to be honest, because, you know, they're absolutely gorgeous. So this one up here is black coffee, then we have flat white, then we have espresso, then we have latte, cappuccino, macchiato, chai, iced, and doppio. So those are all the shades. The formula is actually, it's really annoying, the formula is actually really creamy and soft. Like, I didn't think they would be that soft. I think obviously the really nice pretty coffee picture is going to go after a few uses, but you know, that's the whole point. It's just there to look good when you open it, and then when you start using it, it's gonna go. But I think I just need to get into this palette and use it. So for my bronzer, I think I'm going to go in with Chai. It is this shade here on my arm. I think it might suit me. I hope it will suit me. I am using this brush, which is quite a dense brush. Got it from Primark years ago, but I kind of like how this applies bronzer, and I can sort of blend it out. If it's too much, then there's always powder, right? But yeah, I quite like this brush. Not everyone will use this brush, and people will look at me and be like, why are you using that brush for your bronzer? That is not the right brush. Everyone is different. I know people that use, you know, completely different brushes for what they're meant to be used for. Makeup is meant to be a personal thing, so you do you. So I'm just picking up a bit of Chai. That is really, really pigmented. There is a bit of kickback in the pan, but you know what? If it works, I'm not going to be mad at a bit of kickback. Looks like I've just painted like big ass brown splodge on my face. I don't know why, but yeah. See if we can blend that out a little bit so we don't look so muddy. Okay, so there is actually a really nice bronzer. I think it's just the right shade for me because it's not too dark and it's not too light. Yeah, I think if you don't apply too much, it's great. If you apply a bit too much, it can go a bit sort of blah, a bit muddy, but you know, it doesn't actually look that bad. I have already applied blush. I used my Becca Cosmetics blush. I would normally take my bronzer up around my forehead, but I have my fringe at the minute and I've used 10 ton of hairspray, so I kind of don't want to disturb it. I did go around my jawline and down my neck just to sort of add a bit of definition because I might have eaten a bit too much over Christmas and at lockdown, so I kind of have like 4 chins. So I try to, you know, hide the fact that those chins are there and sort of just define it, make it look like I have a neck and not just massive chins, if you get my gist. But I actually really like the bronzer. I think I do need to dampen it down a bit, not dampen it down. I think I do need to sort of go over it with some powder so it's not so oof in your face, because I'm not really one for that kind of look, that sort of column. I do have Latte, which I don't know whether it's actually meant to be just like a powder shade, so I might just go ahead and use it, see if I can sort of tone down this bronze anyway, because you know, I'm only going to use my Rimmel Stain Matte powder. If not, if this powder is what it's there for, I might as well use it. If it's not, I'm only staying indoors because it's lockdown. No one other than you guys is going to see that I messed up. Okay, so I have my big brush that I like to use powder, so I'm going to go in with Latte and just see if it is a facey powder. It looks kind of like a facey powder. I think it's meant to be a face powder. It could be wrong. If I am wrong, let me know. But I think I can use that as a face powder. It looks nice. It's not too much. Some face powders can obviously give you flashback if you're taking photos, you know, so you might want to check it out before you start using this sort of face powder, if it's even meant to be a face powder. But I quite like it as a face powder, so I think I'm going to use it. And I think just to stay in with that column, I'm going to go in with Black Coffee as my highlight and just see how we get on. Okay, so I have my Jeffree Star x Morphe highlighting brush. I don't actually have any other highlighting brushes. I used to have a fan brush, but I'm pretty sure my kids nicked it and I have no idea where it is. So I'm going to have to go in with this one. So I'm just going to go in sort of very lightly and just see how I get on. It's actually really, really pretty. Like, it's kind of subtle, but if you put more on and build it up, then it gets a bit more sort of vibrant, but that's really pretty. I have now made my nose so super shiny. Oopsie. So yeah, I have to say, like, it's a really sort of subtle glow, but I really, really like it. It's actually really, really pretty, and I think it's like an everyday sort of highlighter. It's not too in your face, but it's there. You have a nice glow, you look a bit refreshed. I like that. So far as a face palette, I'm enjoying it. I am, actually. I was a bit sort of like, I don't know whether those shades would be okay for me, but I actually really, really like it. So now I'm going to move on to the eyes. So I have some of my trusty Revolution eye primer. I'm just going to pop a bit of this on. Okay, so my eye primer is on. So I think for eyes I'm going to go with like a little brown sort of smoky eye look, and then use maybe like the gold shade as like, I don't know, a bit of a halo eye maybe, but I'll see how I get on. I think I'm going to go in with Chai, which was the one I used on my cheeks, just as like a base transition shade, see how I get on. Next, I'm going to go in with some ice just to sort of darken down the outer corners. going to go back in with a little bit of chai just to get rid of any harsh lines. Then back in with a bit of iced. So I'm now just going to use some concealer just to go in the bit where I haven't put any colour, because that's where I really want the glowy stuff to glow, the highlight. I really want the halo eye there. Glowy stuff to glow. Okay, so I've put some concealer on. I'm now going to go in with flat white, which is this really gold highlighty shade, just to see what it does on the eye. I'm going to go in with my finger because I like metallic-y shades to be put on with my finger. And I think this is going to work, I hope. Okay, that's actually really stunning on the eye. I'm really pleased. Okay, so I do actually have the dark metallic shade Espresso over here. I think I'm maybe trying to just put a little bit on the outer corner. I know I've put dark shadow there, but maybe just to, like, I don't know, really make it pop. You know, I've got the shimmer on the inner, maybe a darker shimmer on the outer would just make it flow a bit better. We'll wait and see. It could destroy the whole look, but hopefully not. Okay, so that's on it. It has given me a little bit of fallout. I will tidy that up in a minute. I'm now just going to take some of chai and go under my lash line. And I'm now just going to use a bit of black coffee as in a corner highlight. Okay, so I'm now going to have a little tidy up with concealer and just sort of make it not so messy. And I'm going to put some mascara on and I will be right back. So here is my finished look using the Friends Times Revolution face palette. And I'm really happy. I really like it as a bronzer. I quite like the powder as a face powder. I like the highlight, it's subtle but it's cute. And using these shades as an eyeshadow palette, do you know what? This is actually a really good sort of formula for an eyeshadow palette. There was a tiny bit of fallout with the darker metallic shade, but you know, not actually meant to be an eyeshadow palette, so I can't really moan about that. But it cleaned up nicely. I used a bit of concealer and my damp sponge and I just sort of tidied it up a bit. Fine. I really like it. Like, using this as a face and eyeshadow palette, do it. And I think it was, what, £20 on the Revolution website, and you're gonna get a hell of a lot of use out of this, because although I have dug into it today, the coffee cup on chai is only just disappearing. On the other shades, the coffee cup's still there. Obviously, the highlighter shades did not have the coffee cup logo sort of embedded into it. I think obviously because their formula, not all eyeshadow or makeup formulas allow for like a logo to be stamped on. It just doesn't work. But you know what? This is actually a fantastic palette for face, for eyes, whatever you want to use it for. It is really good. I might have to have another play around and maybe use the gold highlighter on my cheeks just to see if I kind of like a bit more of a glow. but I'm kind of liking it. It's made me look kind of dewy and healthy and like I should be going out somewhere when I can't. I could go walk the dog later, I suppose. The kids could really do with a bit of exercise, but it's chucking it down outside, so they don't want to go out. You know, it's a hard time at the moment, but I think makeup products like this, if you're a makeup fan or a Friends fan, they make a whole lot of difference when you're stuck inside. Yes, you might think, what is the point in putting on a full face of makeup for only me to see and for no one else? Because you're doing it for you. You're doing it for you, and you're going to make yourself happy, and this makes me happy. Really, really like it. So I think maybe even once I have panned my Becca Cosmetics face palette with the bronzer and the highlighter, this might be the one I'm moving on to. I mean, I have quite a few in my collection, and I was kind of like, maybe I'll move on to that one, and maybe I'll move on to that one. But today I like this one, so this is a contender for when I need to roll in something new for my project pan. So very happy with this. I think you guys would be very happy with this. If you want it and you were wondering whether it's any good, it is. I'm really happy with my look. So yeah, that is this review done of the Friends Times Revolution coffee looking face palette thing. Love it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, please subscribe, ring the bell, and stay safe everyone. Stay safe and speak soon. Bye!